Well, obviously, I can't even tell you how frustrating it is after Saturday taking a loss like that. You know, these guys, these coaches, everybody in this organization, we pour our lives into this game, this team, and we do everything we can for this university and to get, win games. And you ask anybody on this team, and nobody would have said we were sitting at 0-4 to start the season. But as bad as we feel about it, as much as we want to mope and feel sorry for ourselves, it's not going to change the past. You can't do anything about those 4 games anymore other than learn from those mistakes, learn from the things that happened, and move on and use them for games to come. And I've played a lot of football here at Rice, and through my 5 years, I've seen good teams, bad teams, average, and one thing that's never changes is that you're going to have adversity. You're going to have negativity throughout a season. It's a given. It's a constant. But I've seen teams in 2012 were 1-5, and a group of guys said, we've had enough, and we finished that season 7-6 as bowl champions. 2013, we go down to North Texas, we take a loss where we think we're not going to get a chance at a conference championship, turn around, and we get to beat Marshall at home for the conference championship. 2014, we started 0-3, took a very hard loss to ODU, last-second field goal, much like Marshall, tough loss at home. We thought the world is ending. We turn around, we turn it into an 8-6 season with a bowl victory in Hawaii. And last season, we were faced with adversity, and we didn't handle it properly. And that will show, when you don't handle these things are going to come up in a season, when you don't handle them correctly, it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. And, this team is obviously hurting after this loss, and we want to win so bad. But we just have to keep moving forward and take with the positives. A lot like Coach Bailiff said, there's so many positives to take away from this game, and just all the great stuff people are doing. We can do the right thing 5 times in a row, but that one time we make the mistake, it's catastrophic. It causes a turnover, 15 yards, and sets us back on first down, and where we can't recuperate that drive. And it's just things we have to work on. But the positive is that it's not that we're not as good as the teams we're playing. In my eyes, we're better than every single team we've played, but we've shot ourselves in the foot. All of our struggles have been caused by ourselves: penalties, turnovers, lack of discipline, mental mistakes. And it'd be really disheartening to stand up here and say we're just not good enough to win. That's just completely not the case. And we're taking this attitude, and we're hungry for a win, and it's not a lack of effort. And we just need to get into the film room, learn from this game, and move on and go into Southern Miss with a completely new attitude. And this isn't a 4-game season. The world's not ending. There's a reason you played 12 games, and we have 8 more left. And our mentality is every single person that comes on the field with us, we're coming out with a W, and we're gonna fight like heck and do whatever we can to get that win, because these guys want it, and we are working so hard, and it's going to translate. And every week you see more and more positives coming into it, and we just have to eliminate the mistakes, the mental mistakes, taking care of the football. And it just starts at practice, and creating an environment at practice that's so chaotic, so stressful, that you get onto the field in a game and it's Sunday morning, it's easy. So we just need to take it, and we need leaders to step up and create a positive mentality in the locker room. And just got to keep working hard, like Coach Bailiff said. Moping's not going to do anything for you. You work hard around here and good things happen to you. And it's never easy at Rice, and we always take the hard path, but in my experience, we always end out up on top.
Talk about your performance, and I know maybe it's hard to focus on after the loss, but
Yeah, I mean, it was good to kind of get in a rhythm again, and it was hard early on with the team struggling that I couldn't, statistically show that I was helping the team a lot, and it was frustrating for myself. I want to be a leader and a playmaker for this team like I have in the past, and that was frustrating. So it definitely was positive to get some catches and be able to show that I'm helping this team and doing everything I can. But I wouldn't mind catching another single ball all season if it got us 8 more wins. And it's frustrating, but it's a positive. And our offense, you can finally see it all coming together. We've had the run game in the past working without the pass game, and the pass game working without the run game. And this, you saw a lot more of a passing and ground attack evenly distributed. But there's still a lot of things we got to work on, and that's where it's going to come down to breaking down the film, not pointing fingers, but pulling that thumb and saying, what can I do better? I played a better game than I have in the last 3. There's things that I can do better. Everybody on this offense can do better. It's a team effort when we're losing these games. You're not just pointing at one position group, one side of the ball, the coaching staff. We're in this together, and nobody's pointing fingers, and we're just we believe we can do it, and we know we can do it with the guys in the room that we have, and we're just gonna keep grinding through.
Yeah, there was a stretch where you guys were up 17-0, offense was humming. Was that the best you guys feel like you've done this year?
As a team, we were moving the ball really well. Really, I thought we should have put a score in on the first drive when we put the field goal up. But it's good to get points early, and we were moving. the ball was moving around. We were getting it down the field, stretching the defense, getting them tired, moving it fast, and they couldn't keep up with us. And the defense was doing a great job of causing turnovers, 3 and outs, and it was just good team football. And like we do it all the time in practice, and what we expect to happen every Saturday. And throughout 4 quarters, not just the beginning of a first quarter. And that's what we have to work on, is just being mentally focused for 4 quarters. And it starts at practice, creating an environment where you have to stay locked in for the entire extended period of time, instead of picking 3 quarters to play good, but having a catastrophic quarter that causes you the game. And it's just you have to start. It starts with your seniors, and just creating that urgency at practice that this is the real deal. Monday through Friday, you're going against North Texas, you're going against Southern Miss. Every play has to be perfect, because on Saturday it's got to be perfect, or you're not going to win the game. This is college football. It's a big boy business, and we need to start treating like it on Monday through Friday, and it's going to correlate on Saturday.
From your point of view, how was Tyler?
He's great. Tyler's getting better every single week, and what people don't, we seem to forget that this is a new offense we installed, and it takes time to build comfortability. It's his first year starting. We have a lot of young guys that we're relying on to make plays, and Tyler's doing a great job, and he's doing his part, definitely. And we talk about a lot about doing your 1/11th. If you're doing your job on that exact play, and 10 other teammates are doing the same thing, we're going to have a ton of success. And Tyler's definitely doing his 1/11th and more, and he's really been a good vocal leader and stepping up as a leader as a senior class and on the team. And he's just going to continue to get better, and we have all the trust and confidence in him. And really, receivers, we need to help him out, and he should be having a lot better games, but that falls on our shoulders and my shoulders.
How big is this one, considering everything you said at first? Big one coming up against a Southern Miss team that's improved.
Definitely. Going to the Rock and winning is hard, no matter what kind of team they have. And they're always going to be great, fast, athletic, big, strong football players. And we got a fight ahead of us, but I'll tell you, there's not a group of guys in the country that are dying to get into a fight right now than the Rice Owls. And we're going to go in there, and we got nothing but respect for Southern Miss, but we're going to put out our best show, and we're going to play gritty, mean, dirty football. Not dirty, but you know what I mean. We're getting back to the Rice basics. We get things done the hard way, the physical way, and I'm excited to get back out there and try to make up for what happened on Saturday.
I know you haven't broken down the film yet, but anything stand out about the defense?
I haven't gotten to take a look at Southern Miss, but you always know they can run well side to side, and you got to look for opportunities to get them, overconfident, biting on double routes, pounding the ball up inside, and then using play fakes to take them over the top. And our running game's been great. We just need to keep pounding that rock, and it's going to create more opportunities for us through the air. And I myself and the rest of our team has nothing but trust in our coaching staff calling the plays. They're calling the right plays, and it comes down to players executing. We've got great, will and want to, and guys want to win and want to succeed, but wishing isn't going to get it going. You have to, execute on the football field and be a great football player to get these wins. And we just didn't do that on Saturday. And going into Southern Miss, it's going to be key with such an athletic, explosive defense that we're consistent in our game plan, and we stick to what we know and we stick to what we do best, and we just find the gaps in their defense.